Hello, welcome back to another speed build. This one I'm doing a family home for a sort of blended family, and it's for I think it's a time sensitive scenario that was just released. It's the one with the carnival mask or the dancing or the cooking. Spoiler alert, I finished the scenario in all of 30 seconds. Um, I'm not a huge fan of scenarios at all because I think that they're more geared towards maybe beginner Sims players, and I've been playing Sims since The Sims 1, so maybe they're not made for me. But this scenario, how I read it, was you had to cook a dish with others, dance to carnival music, and then throw a costume party. And I thought you had to do all three of those to complete the scenario. Again, spoiler alert, you don't. So I brought my family into the house, had them cook a dish together, and the scenario was complete. Because also, the scenario starts all of your Sims with a level 3 cooking skill. So, yeah, yeah. Luckily, I was already planning on continuing to play with this family anyhow, so not a huge deal. I just kept playing with them. But this house is built for the family out front here. It is a mom who has a daughter and a dad who has a son, and the mom and dad are together, but the children are not actually related. Once I got into gameplay, I was able to marry off the mom and dad, but if you do that in cast, it ends up putting the children as siblings, and they're not really. So both of the kids are teenagers, which you'll see when I get to decorating the rooms, but because this was a house that I was going to do active gameplay in, I didn't really clutter it up too much. And um oh, I didn't tell you where I built this. I built this house on Henford and Bagley by the town square. There's those three lots that have the like pre-made families in them. This is the middle lot. I went ahead and evicted the family, bulldozed the lot. Sorry, not sorry. But I actually like building family homes on these because it's the perfect size. As you could tell when I was building the house, minimal yard space. So, you can keep the landscaping very small, very low key, I guess would be the right word. You don't have to do a huge fancy backyard, which really isn't my thing, especially when I'm doing actual gameplay. Like, meh, not really into it. But I did not budget myself when I built this house either. I think you see it later on, I went ahead and added money. I just wanted to make this cute and easy for me to play in. But when I do houses that I will be playing in, I don't clutter it very much. I do a couple things here and there, but nothing like when I do speed builds just for a speed build. Um, so yeah, like in this kitchen, I end up putting a couple things on the counters, but I do keep a lot of the space free for the Sims to use. I went and used the Country Kitchen Kit just because I really like it, and I think it fits in well with Henford and Bagley. Of course, that pack, the Cottage Living pack, came with its own kitchen. Um, as you can see, I'm using the clutter items from that, but the kitchen set itself. Oh no, maybe I did end up using the Cottage Living. Now I'm just confusing myself. No, I think I used the Country Kitchen Kit. I know I did for the walls and flooring, but now I'm confused about what I did for the rest of the stuff. I don't know. But I used a mix of both of them in here. I think they work well. They're very cohesive with each other. The colors blend in nice. And I did want to give this house sort of a more neutral color palette with pops of color. So the kitchen has that red to orange or red to salmon, I would say, color. And then each of the bedrooms also have pops of color, green, blue, and pink. You'll see that as I go along. But the main room here, I really did just keep it kind of neutral with, I think I ended up adding pops of blue, if I remember correctly. But yeah, also, because this is a house I'm playing in, I'm going to be saying that many times, I think. Uh, I do keep the things that I put in the house pretty simplistic. So, like in the living room, as you can see, I have the small dining table to fit the four Sims. And then I just end up putting a little couch and TV and tabletop bookshelf and nothing else in here because it keeps the walkways clear. It's something that like the Sims can access everything in here. They can walk around. I did obviously play test this whole house. Um, there is one item in the master bedroom that I did have to delete, and I did not keep that in the recording because I didn't realize it was in the way until I started my gameplay. But oh, you can see I just added all the money there. Yeah, don't care about money in this build. Um, I also made the parents both doctors, so I figured they had funds anyhow. But the backstory of this house, you could probably see when I did the exterior paint, is like the middle part is that old cobblestone. So I figured it's an older house that had been expanded on throughout the years. The brick is more the expansions. The inside, although updated, still has remnants of its past, like the wallpaper, the older flooring, but the appliances and everything in here sort of upgraded throughout the years. I don't know if maybe they inherited this house or they just wanted to move here, countryside living, nice and quaint and cozy. But that was sort of the backstory I gave this family. So in the master bedroom, that's what I'm working on now. As you can see, the pop of color in this room is green. I put in this dresser and the standing mirror. I ended up having to delete the dresser once I started playing because the Sims couldn't path around it. Even though it looks like it's out of the way, it's apparently not. So, not a huge deal for gameplay because mirrors function the same way dressers do in The Sims. Not really sure why that is, but it is. So I just ended up deleting the dresser in gameplay. So if you do download this house, you will have to delete the dresser in order for your Sims to access both sides of the bed. But again, minimal clutter in here, and I used these updated swatch pictures. Well, they were updated a while ago now, but because it's a blended family, I figured they each had a picture of maybe their parent or an ancestor. I thought that worked well. Um, the bathrooms, again, super simple when I do gameplay. I do not clutter them at all. Usually I don't even put in toilet paper holders because they don't actually need it, but because I knew I was recording this, I did include it in this build. But just a nice spa day standing shower in here. I like the tiny living toilet and the parenthood sink together. Those are my like go-to. They function well and they just look realistic to me. Actually, in our bathroom right now, our sink counter thing looks exactly like that. So, yeah, I liked it. In this bedroom here, this is for the teenage son. It's a bluer room. I ended up putting the only computer in the house in here. I figured that was appropriate. It's not his computer, the whole family uses it. I do set it to lock for the household members only, so like neighbors don't come in and use it. I'm not sure if that's an MC Command Center cheat or if that's just in the game. I always play with MC Command Center in my games, so I sometimes forget what's actual gameplay and what is a mod. But anyhow, that mod, I'm sure you've heard of it, but if not, all the mods I have in my game are linked in the description box always. And those are the mods that I just never take out. And another one that's super helpful when I'm building, you might have noticed when I do curtains, they don't snap like normal curtains do. It's another mod that I have that keeps them from snapping. They'll snap to the wall, but like you can freely move them around windows, so super helpful, especially since they were glitchy for a while in The Sims. I'm not sure if they patched out that glitch or not, but now I don't have to worry about it at all. Doing this bathroom, I did do a tub shower combo because I knew that I was going to be expanding the family at some point and would have a toddler in the house. So ended up deleting the window. I don't think you really need windows in bathrooms anyhow. Like in real life, we don't have a window in ours, it's just ventilated. So I did that for there. Very simple, very neutral color palette, but like that pop of like minty green on the shower curtain. I like that. And then this is the final bedroom. It's the teenage daughter's room. I did the sort of pale pink in this room, and that meditation poof is fully functioning. You don't have to move it at all. She can navigate around it, access both sides of the bed, so that was helpful. I did give her the nifty knitting accessories on the bed as well because I figured she was more the artsy crafty type. Uh, she's actually a music lover in my game, but yeah, I forgot that while I was building. So I made her the artsy type instead in the build. But yeah, I like this room. It came out pretty cute. Further on in my gameplay, I ended up turning it into the nursery, but for now, it works as is and it's very pretty. And then I just did some very basic, simple landscaping. I thought it, although I didn't match the plants directly to the ones in this world, it still fits the vibe of the world, I feel. Low key, A lot of low-lying flowers, little pops of color, and then I go in with some terrain paint and I finish off the front porch. But yeah, I love this house. It's great for gameplay. Like I said, I only had to delete the dresser in the master bedroom, so if you download it, that's the only issue with the house. But I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell so you get notified every time I post, leave a like, comment, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all next time. Bye!